I'm not a social media guru, nor is she, but we're learning to manage it. And in saying that, it keeps us now under pressure. It maintains a lot of pressure on us in order for us to perform, because when you don't put yourself or hold yourself accountable, rather, then no one will, because everyone is actually hoping that you fail. When I say everyone, I'm obviously not talking about the people who are genuinely in your corner, because you always have people in your corner, and I'm grateful for those that are in my corner. But I'm referring to your detractors, your haters, so to speak. And so you're always going to have that. But if you only focused on that, then you might as well stop trying right now, because that's the energy you're going to invite into your life. So that is basically the mission and the vision for now. And yes, people are going to tell you you are cringe, you're embarrassing yourself. What are you thinking? The video you put out sucked. What was he wearing on that video? How was he wearing that hoodie? Why was he wearing that hoodie? Where was he? Why was he walking there? What the hell was he saying? So people are going to say that, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's why we do gardening. When we're trying to grow anything, you have to do maintenance on your garden. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to actually do stuff that makes you uncomfortable. You've got to get rid of some stuff in your garden that is just there to make sure that your progress is non-existent. So when you've got a flower garden or a vegetable patch or even a fruit tree, you've got to do gardening. Because weeds do not need motivation. Weeds do not need any enhancement. Weeds can grow practically anywhere, and they do not need watering. However, the stuff that you are trying to establish needs your care, needs love, needs maintenance. And so unfortunately, you're going to have to do a lot of gardening, and sometimes weeds will win the day. They will grow. And this is the same with your enemies. This is the same with your detractors. This is the same with your critics. You are going to get those whether you like it or not. And some of the time, these weeds look amazing. They look prettier than your plants at first. And it's the same with life. There are going to be elements that come into your life that look glitzy and glamorous, and unfortunately that will be a distraction. However, you've got to be able to keep your eye on the prize and do maintenance. It's not always going to be pretty, but the results are going to come, and that's what I'm learning. And you cannot stop learning. You cannot stop learning. So having said that, very proud of the work that we're doing, very proud of the work that we are going to continue to do. And